Hey everyone, Coach Kaylee here. I just wanted to talk to you real quick about diastasis recti. What is it, people ask? Well, right after, normally, women and men can get it, but more often so it's women. After they've had a baby, their stomach muscles have stretched out and there becomes this gap down the center of your stomach. You know where that brown line is? It's called the linea alba, where that brown line is that you have on your stomach. Right in there's kind of like a gap. And then in that case, you shouldn't do a lot of exercises. A lot of women want to just start doing a major tons of crunches right after to get rid of that belly. That's actually going to make it worse. So I want to show you how to find out if you have diastasis recti, and you want to work on repairing that before you do any crunches, or you're going to do more damage. Okay, so oh, another good thing is a postpartum belt. Wear this right after you have a baby for a few weeks and make it tight. It's not just so you can look thin in a t-shirt. It's actually so you can push your stomach muscles back together and close that gap, push them back to where they were, because when you were pregnant, they stretched out. So to really have that flat stomach, you should wear one of those. Okay, so let's check it out. You gotta lay down flat on your back, whoop, knees up, and I'm gonna lift my shirt up for this one. You have to check up here from your sternum all the way down to your pubic bone, and you're gonna check the center of your stomach. You're gonna make sure you keep your lower back on the ground, and you're gonna come up, lift your shoulders off the ground, your head off the ground, like you're gonna do a crunch. And you're going to feel right down the center. Put your hand like that and feel right down where that brown line is, and start from the top and go all the way down. If you can fit one finger in there and squeeze it around, 1 to 2 fingers is pretty normal. But if you can fit 3 fingers sideways, then you definitely have diastasis recti, and you need to work on the inner muscles first. So if there's a separation all the way down and it's more than 3 fingers, you definitely should not be starting out doing crunches. You gotta work your internal ab muscles before you work on your rectus abdominis muscles. That's what you're doing if you're doing a crunch. You're really working the outside muscles of your abs, and you don't want to do that if they're separated. Because then you'll just get a bulge down here instead. So you really got to work the transverse abdominis muscles first. What can you do to work that first? Well, right away, after I had my baby and I'm nursing her, I'm doing my Kegel exercises. Most of you probably know what Kegels are. Just kind of work that muscle in your pelvic floor, which when you're going pee, can you stop your pee in mid-urination? Can you stop it? That's your Kegel muscle. And then also I would just suck in my stomach, suck in my belly button to the spine as I'm nursing my baby. I would just constantly do that. Or you can do it on the ground. And again, you would just tilt your pelvic floor muscles up. Tilt that up and release. Tilt that up and release. Just do that like 50 times, 2 to 3 times a day at first. Don't start out with hardcore exercise. You can do that right away though. Really start building that ab muscle. The other exercises you can do are you can come up and then you can just slowly slide your leg out there, flexing the foot. Another exercise is kind of like this one. What is this one called? Bicycles. I'm falling into my closet here. You can do that because that's going to work your obliques and your transverse abdominis muscles. Yeah. So if you have any other questions for me, message me. Bye.